All right, do you ever have a problem with mold in your shower? Of course you do, everybody does. Or gross stuff. Like this, all this stuff over here is supposed to be white. I'm pointing at with the caulk tube. Of course, use this grout. That's the subject of another video, cleaning the grout. But the caulk, over time, develops mold on it. This joint right here, over here, down here, all the way down here, this is all one caulked. Well, this is a joint that's caulked all the way up here, around this nozzle, whatever you call it, I don't even know, around the soap dish, over there, this wall, all this needs to be caulked. This is what I recommend you use, some kind of mold-free caulk. And it's really an art. You've got to take your time. Make sure that all these surfaces are completely cleaned several times. Anything loose in the caulk department is off of there. I don't recommend you pull all the caulk out, even though some people do. And also be sure it's completely and totally dry. Wipe it dry a couple times before you start working on it. So you may not have even realized this until now, but on most caulk guns, see there's a spout cutter. We're gonna basically put this right in there. It'll cut it at the proper 45-degree angle. Don't cut it too far down. Don't cut it too small. If you cut it too small, no problem. You can make it bigger. If you make it too big, that's a problem. Also, you may need to poke with this little flexible, this swings around and pokes down the hole once you cut the hole in with this caulk gun tool. So when you put the tube in, it's just like a knife. It slices right off. Make sure you're holding it at an angle. Hold the tube at an angle. You can see the action there inside the gun. You probably never knew this before, did you? You can see how it cut it off. And now there, I might need to poke that thing down the hole. See, it just swings around. It needs to be poked, which this one doesn't. I can feel the caulk in there already. See, it's already at the tip. We're good to go. Actually, I was wrong. I had to push this thing in very hard, and it finally broke through, you can see. So just lay a bead down in the small section at a time, and then the most important thing is your finger. You gotta get this going with some finesse and practice. See, that's mostly filled in now, but it's gonna need a little bit more caulk. It may need a few layers or coats actually till it looks good. You can see the progress here. The black is going away, it's being coated over. Make sure it's all killed off with bleach and other stuff first before you do this. You can see this area is seeing a great improvement already. I've stopped it right there. And there's a good chance it's gonna require another coat here. You want it thin, but you want it full coverage. You don't want it too thick, and you don't want to try to do something that should be done in 2 steps at once, if it needs to be done in 2 steps. Okay, so I've got the first coat done. You can see it looks dramatically better already. Not perfect, but dramatically better. And here's the trick to closing up your caulk gun. See, I've got an old drywall screw or something that fits in here. Just kind of screw it down into the caulk gun. See, the liquid caulk is there, and screw it down so it seats into the caulk. And when you're ready to use it next time, just unscrew it. There, and it'll harden there and it'll leave a little spout for the caulk to come up for next time. Okay, we have moved up to a few hours later. Here's what it looks like after mostly drying. And some areas still need another coat, but you can see it's vastly improved over what it was. But I'm gonna do a second coat now on most of this and just make sure all the black, all the mold is covered, the stuff that wasn't killed by the cleaning chemicals. Okay, I just finished up the second coat, so the hack secret to saving your caulk. Just kind of screw it down in there. Okay, and here's what I've got. Final coat, just got to dry now. And it looks a lot better, I think. Let me know what you think. Obviously, this type of design is a little bit older, and it would look a lot better if we just totally gutted this whole thing and remodeled it. But short of that, all we gotta do is clean the grout now, and it's almost like back to new, I think. Let me know what you think in the comments.